Welcome to NISH News Weekly Broadcast. Regional News. The Health Department launched People's Health Centers across the state on May 18 to offer decentralized and affordable care at the local level. 5,409 such facilities would come up in wards of local bodies in districts. The ward level health subcenters currently functioning under each primary health center would be developed as people's health centers, or new structures would be set up there in the coming 3 years. In a turnaround from its earlier decision to limit grace marks to 30, the state government has decided to award students securing first position in international sports events 100 grace marks in SSLC, high secondary, and vocational higher secondary examinations. Those bagging the top three positions in national contests will receive 50, 40, and 30 marks respectively. 25 marks will be awarded for participation. About 3,000 robotic kits will be provided to schools through the Little Kites IT clubs set up by KITE, Kerala Infrastructure and Technology for Education, in the new academic year. This is in addition to the project launched in December 2022 to provide 9,000 robotic kits to around 2,000 schools. 4,000 teachers will train 60,000 club members in robotics. These trained students will then train about 12 lakh students in robotics. General education officials and heads of schools have been instructed to make sure that the repair of school buildings is completed by May 27 before the institutions reopen for the new academic year on July 1st. In a circular on May 15, the Director of General Education asked district education officers to inspect schools between May 25 and May 31 for reviewing the arrangements. Over to national news. The National Green Tribunal (NGT) has asked the local self-government departments to find ways to carry out capping of about 95,920 metric tons of ash mixed with mud and soil following the massive fire at the waste dumping site of Brahmapuram on March 2nd. The permission given for capping is a temporary measure considering the onset of monsoon in the state in June. The tribunal asked the local self-government department to alert the water resources and public health departments to look at measures to supply water in view of the risk of ash getting mixed in the drinking water sources in the rainy season. Moving a step closer to developing India's first vaccine against dengue, drug makers Serum Institute of India and Panacea Biotech have submitted their responses to the call by the Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) for an expression of interest for collaborative phase 3 clinical trials for indigenous manufacturers. The phase 3 trial is being done for evaluation of efficacy along with safety and immunogenicity of tetravalent dengue vaccine candidate developed by Indian manufacturers. Trials could start close to August for adult vaccines, according to an official report. Over to international news. The death toll in cyclone hit Myanmar rose to at least 81 on May 16, according to official reports and state media, as villagers tried to piece together ruined homes and waited for aid and support. Mocha made landfall on May 14 with winds of up to 195 km per hour, downing power pylons and smashing wooden fishing boats to splinters. European leaders hailed a new register of damage for Ukraine they signed on to as historic and the first step to making Russia pay for its war on May 17. The register created by the 46 Nation Council of Europe sets up an evidentiary record, thus laying the groundwork for compensation. It was a first necessary urgent step ensuring justice that is centered on the victims of the war, according to the council head Marija Petsinovic Burek on the second day of the summit held in Iceland. She said that 40 countries had signed on to the creation of the register, including the United States and all other G7 nations. With this news, we come to the end of NISH News Weekly broadcast. I am Arun Yadav, ISL faculty, signing the news for you, prepared by Ms. Sylvie Maximena, DHI Department. See you again next week. Thank you.